tell the airplane story just because those ladies were standing there and it was kind of like an embarrassing situation. So we downplayed it, and then once we got home and we were watching the vlog, I'm like, we didn't really explain that fully, and Tyler goes, I know. And we had gotten our tickets for priority boarding because Tyler is 6'5". He does not fit in any of those seats. He only fits in the seats in the front, or he fits in the ones that are on the side of the plane where there's a door to open, because there's only 2 seats there, plenty of leg room. We were standing there for probably 30 minutes before they were boarding. There's no number, so if you're standing there, you're the first one to go. We're trying to walk onto the plane because now they're like, hey, we're taking priority boarding. The guy is kind of pushing the lady to go and walk in front of us, and Tyler goes to walk in front of them because we'd been standing there the whole time, and she goes like this and gets mad that he's kind of walking next to her, but we were standing there the whole time, so it was kind of easy. Yeah, so it was like, it was frustrating, but I just feel like we're not really the kind of people who are gonna be like, listen, lady. I don't know, I guess if we were in a bad situation, but we're just not, we just don't want to cause problems, especially if we're getting on a plane. Like, they could easily kick you off. The other lady was like really old, and so we were just like, oh, you know, like, okay. But she had her family members with her. Anyway, so they walk on, we walk on, and we're thinking like we could probably just get in front of her because they were like, offloading her, and no, there was no way. So they sit down in the first 2 seats. So then we're like, well, fine, our last resort is to actually sit in those seats that have the 2 next to the door that opens. Because we were going on priority boarding, I guess that means that you have some type of disability or situation to where you cannot be sitting by the doors. Kate. My husband's like, technically disability is that he's 6'5". He doesn't fit. That doesn't enable him from opening the doors or moving. Like, nobody would have to help him off the plane. They still wouldn't let us sit there at all. Our only option was to sit in a regular seat where he's cramped, which completely defeated the purpose of priority boarding. So Tyler gets mad, and you know, he doesn't get mad very often, so he's trying to be nice and talk normal, but he's like pissed. He's just like, listen, it's not right, it's not fair. I am way taller than all these people. I do not fit. It's not even fair that they're sitting there, blah blah blah. And they just kept going back and forth, and he's like, well, can you just ask if I can just, like, he was fine with just sitting by that door in the 2 seats, which is like halfway down the plane, and they still wouldn't let him. So it kind of was like this back and forth thing. It actually held up the line of people getting on the plane. I don't think anybody really kind of knew for sure that it was us. When they're waiting, they get mad. We're standing there, and I was just like, this is such a stressful situation. Like, I don't like controversy. Like, we need to sit down. I grab his bag, and then I just kind of went and sat, and so he's standing and talking to the flight attendant, and everybody's trying to walk by us, and it was just very chaotic. Finally, I got Tyler to kind of calm down and just let it go, and I understand why his frustration though, because he's not comfortable sitting there. In the end, the flight attendant was like, I really do apologize, you should have seen the guy on our last flight. He was like 3 inches taller than Tyler. He couldn't sit in his seat, and he had to stand in the back the whole time. And she goes, we are totally fine with you coming and sitting in the back. You can drink all the coffee you want and do that. Like, she was super cool about the situation. So Tyler ended up standing majority of the flight, which really sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't get your way all the time. I think what made it worse is that the lady was so rude that was getting on the flight. And then the older lady that had her family members, they were just pushing their way through everybody. Like, it was just a bad situation, but hey, we made it off the flight and it's all good. This is the dad of the puppies, in case you guys didn't know. I think we showed it in the past vlog. What are you doing? Go back to your house. Look at him, there he goes. Are you coming to see your babies? Bird was just in our garage hanging out. We're like, get out, get out, get out. There's Polo and Marco. Where else would they be but together? Okay, Dash, come on, let's go.
Just did it. Shay just had lunch apparently, and Jessica's over here with her lunch, and the kids are eating it all. Actually, no, you can play. It's fine.
Never get to eat my
Never. Whenever she has food.
It's like the life of a mom. You know?
What's funny is she fed them all before she got lunch for herself.
They already ate.
Hey, don't care, man. Feed me. You're pretty, but feed me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. 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 Question. Raise your hand. Question. I just finished 3.5, 4 hours of splitting and stacking wood. And look what these dogs are doing out here. They have destroyed all my plastic container holding all. I will rebuild! Where are they? Are they hiding in this box?
They're probably in the box.
Oh. They're moving. Come on, who's gonna peek out first? Oh, it's a tricolor. Woo woo! Oh, look at. There's 3 of them. Look at them, they're coming out like, what just happened? What just happened? Help me out, help me out, help me out. Oh, I'm the ringleader. You all follow me, and you all need to go get some exercise. So Talon's over here naked. I'm over here naked. Journey's dressed, and Mommy's dressed. Just how they're supposed to be. So, Mommy, how's lunch?
This is it.
It's delicious. Look at Talon over here. Yes, not mine. Yes, not mine. Give me that. That's a cool little remote.
This is the only thing that I can make super fast, so I can keep cleaning. Because this house
Ma'am, there's a thing on the ground over here, ma'am. Is this a boogie right here? Is this a boogie you dropped over here, ma'am? I'm gonna show you guys how to make a standing fire pit with just using one piece of wood that's bigger than the normal size piece of wood. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my 6 marks. As you can see, they're already marked in the wood itself. Now I'm gonna make those, give or take, 2/3 deep in the wood.
I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you!
As you can see, I have my cuts. Now you can either do one of 2 things. You can use just a little bit of gasoline down the middle, and that'll get it going, or you can shove it and stick kindling in there, and that'll help catch it. Not to shove too much in there, but just enough that it will catch when you light it. And I got a bunch of just different things that I picked up around here, so we're gonna light it. There's fire in there. It'll slowly but surely start to eat the inside out. It is picking up steam, and from right here, I'm only maybe 2 feet away. I can feel some decent heat coming off of this. You want to prop it up so it's about your face level when you're sitting in a chair. So this should last with a dry piece of pine for a good 2 hours. Depends on how dry it is, depends on how cold it is, depends on how hot it is.
I had to turn the camera on for this because I feel like it's so ridiculous, and I bet this happens to a lot of moms. When it comes to dinner, sometimes you think you have something and you don't, and there's like improvising, and then there's this level. And this is the level above. What, baby? Are you all done? Thank you. This is the level above improvising. This is where I'm at. I'm straight up winging it and pulling food out of the woodworks. Like, that's what's going on right now. I cooked all this chicken because I was gonna do spaghetti with chicken and marinara sauce and like bread with honey and all these things and some vegetables. And then I cooked the chicken and realized I had no spaghetti noodles. I'm pretty much just taking the chicken and I'm rolling it in egg, and I'm rolling it in cream of chicken, herb savory stuffing mix, and then I'm baking it and then putting cream of chicken on top. So the camera's about to die, but my camera battery died right as I was trying to film this. But we have egg and then we had this cream of chicken. We made a huge mess because Journey helped me, and look. Did you have fun helping me?
I thought that's him.
Yeah, that's messy.
I thought that's messy.
It is messy. And then we had the savory herbs right here. So anyways, this is the final thing with it all rolled, and I'm just gonna throw it in and cook it, and let's hope that it turns out tasty, because if not, my family's gonna hate me. It turned out decent. It is a little dry, but that's why I have the cream of chicken, which makes it not so dry. The kids have their little chickens. This toasted bread with butter, it's still melting, and honey, and then some veggies. So hopefully they eat all of it. They've been playing so good.
Food, 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 food.
Toe touch, toe touch. Oh, wow. I think there's a hole in the floor. I'm just kidding. Journey did so good. She actually went through every hole, and she knew to go this way when it came through and that way. So she's getting really good at these. And then I tried doing it with Talon. He really wasn't that into it, but he's been loving this little learning DVD. There's lots of colors and fun stuff, so he's been enjoying that.
My wife hooks it up. I told her 1, she gave me not 2, but 3 chickens. Talk about like spoiling this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Get this guy. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome. Here, you gotta honey your bread.